Is it simply a blip or something more? Recent progress in the United States in combating murders appears to have slipped from 2014 into 2015. In fact, by a double-digit percentage. Here to break down the numbers for all of us is CCTV's Jim Spellin. Jim, tell us more.
Politicians, police, everybody trying to figure out what's behind this spike in the murders here in the U.S. Let's dive right into the numbers. You can see this dramatic spike in 2015 with murders increasing 10.8%. That's after a few years with a few small bumps in murders, many years of a declining murder rates, the biggest jump since 1971. There were 15,696 murders in the U.S. in the year 2015, but it's important to keep in mind that murders in the U.S. are still way down over the last 20-year period. In fact, in 1991, when the crack cocaine epidemic swept through many American cities, there were about twice as many murders as there were last year. If we look at the overall picture of crime in the U.S., we see that murders are a very small slice of all crime. Assaults, robberies, rapes make up most of the violent crime in the U.S. So it's tricky to use murder as a key indicator here. 10 of the biggest cities in the U.S. account for most of the increases, places like Baltimore, Chicago, and here in Washington, D.C. But other big cities like New York have not seen a jump in numbers. That has criminologists wondering what's behind this jump. And Mike, we know that at least 900 more black men were killed in 2015 than in 2014. So this spike in murders is not hitting all communities equally.
Jim, a lot to digest there, but how much of this is the fact that there's just so many guns out there in the United States?
Yeah, it's pretty startling when you look at how many guns are manufactured every year in the United States. Homicides where a firearm is the murder weapon make up nearly the entire increase in murders, and that may not be a surprise. Take a look at this. Total number of firearms manufactured in the U.S. each year. The number has been growing consistently for the last decade to more than 10 million guns a year made in the United States in 2013. But it's not as easy as blaming guns for the spike in the murder rate. The overall violent crime rate has fallen even as more and more guns have hit the street. Last year, overall violent crimes did creep up a bit after 25 years of decline. So it's simply not clear what has caused the spike in murders and this slight uptick in violent crime numbers. Criminologists, police, politicians, again, they're all wondering if this is just a blip or if there's something behind this and it's the beginning of a long-term trend, Mike.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Jim, thanks so much.